Hey, welcome back to the Backyard Professor video response. I am really blown away by what I have just seen, and I'm excited to share this with you. A gentleman who runs the site called Custodial Files has been making videos, taking pictures for several years of UFOs. And through exploring various types of videos, I've had to keep my skeptic meter up, but this is incredible. I am truly impressed with this one. I'm going to share this with you, and I'm going to give you my impression and kind of elaborate on why it's material like this that gets me so excited about this entire topic, weird and bizarre though it is. And I've got news for you. I'm hearing from other sources of mine some information about weird that is really astonishing. I'm trying to put some materials together. Quite a topic. Let's take a look at this.
I've got it. It's not moving, so it's not an airplane.
Let's start from the front.
This is a giant orange ball. This is, Ron, this is bullshit. This is effed up, whatever this is. I've got it. It's not moving, so it's not an airplane. It's stationary. It's a fireball. No, I do not see smoke. I've never seen anything like this. It's not the airplane. I'm recording it right now. It's just an orange ball of fire. No, this is the far horizon. This is probably, it's hard to say, but
Super, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is December 19, 2024. So I want to revisit this once-in-a-lifetime video I recorded October 11, 2018.
Okay, so this is just seriously remarkable. This is remarkable. Now, what comes to my mind right off, is simply the theme of orbs in general that so many experiencers have discussed. And now I have never seen an orb. Now, if that kind of an orb would show up, I would definitely be interested. It's spooky. I mean, when you put yourself in his shoes, would you want that thing to come directly up to you? How do you know if it's emitting radiation? And one of the now the Tedesco brothers, in one of their interviews, describe how they have been pointing Geiger counter type instrumentation at the UFOs that they are videoing over on the eastern shore of the United States. This is in California, this particular orb. And they say they are not detecting any gamma, beta, or alpha. And the alpha is the short-range radiation. Beta is medium, and gamma is the really deadly one. But they are saying we don't, on the orbs they have found, on the materials they have witnessed and experienced, they don't detect any radiation. So, but there's no guarantee that this is the same type of orb that they're seeing over on the East Coast in Jersey, right? So this is absolutely staggering in its clarity. Now, the cool thing that Custodial Files did here, this is one of the best orb videos I've seen for this reason, is because he has zoomed in, and yet he has been able to keep the focus really good on this orb. I love that. The astonishing thing is we can see some geometric figures inside this orb that are moving around. And this is precisely what the Tedescos have described their orbs as doing. And I did a review video of them a couple of days ago where the polyhedra in their orb is rotating, moving around. And as it slowed down in its circular movement within this sphere, the light began to dim. And as it spun up and got more and more and more and more energetic, like a magneto, then the orb glowed. Let's watch this again. This orb goes back and forth. It glows. It more or less it pulsates is what it does. Very remarkably interesting.
As soon as the sun came down, it was directly west, 270 degrees, about 3 or 4 degrees off the horizon, off the ocean. And the best way, again, that I can describe it as an orange fireball. It just sat there. Essentially, it sat there all night and maybe drifted to the left of me or south over the course of 6 to 8 hours. But you know, I thought it was maybe an oil well on fire, a tanker.
Now, don't get mad at him for this. What he's doing is he's using a different type of camera to get a different type of spectral reading. So, I mean, yeah, well, now it's not clear and you can't say, yeah, forget all that noise. I really love that researchers are attempting to give us as much information on this. And so they're going to use the different kinds of cameras, and it is going to shift the pictures. Sometimes some of them will be a little fuzzier. Sometimes they will. That's irrelevant.
Nothing like that. It was an extremely, extremely odd phenomena. So I did record quite a bit of it. I recorded so much of it, I got annoyed that I burnt up all my memory tapes and deleted a lot of it. And this is what I kept. I could tell you I hooked up an optic lens on it, so I was about 200 to 1. And I'm pretty sure I saw objects coming in and out of it for what it's worth. I'm kicking myself now. But you know, we have these plasmoids now showing up. We have all these drones in.
That's the essence of what I wanted to show you in this incredible video. I will leave a link to this video in my description so that you can watch the entire thing. The nice thing is he has great equipment. The other real nice thing is he knows how to use the stuff. And I'm rather envious of him having a place where so much activity occurs and that he is prepared to be able to give us information on various types. I mean, you know, we all know by now that there's not just one type of UAP or UFO or even USO. The Tedescos claim that they perhaps saw a transmedium situation where their UFO on the East Coast was above the water and then it went down into the water. That is one of the 5 characteristics of a genuine UAP, according to Lou Elizondo, is it has one of the 5, what does he call it? The 5 properties. That's not the right word. I can't think of the word right now, but so this is quite remarkable. And it is the orb aspect of this. Let me go back, and the orb aspect of this is what is so interesting, because this gentleman here is not the only one who has noted this. He's certainly not the only one who has captured this. There we have a lot of descriptions of orbs, and the nice thing is, this is, if I understand right, this is in Delray, California, near where this gentleman lives. But we have seen orb pictures and videos from not only Chris Bledsoe's astonishing videos. I watch him on Instagram and YouTube. His Instagram videos are electrifying. They're really interesting, but they show all the same characteristics that this does. And it's obvious that they're not in a city where they're making a mistake of a lamp, a headlamp, of a car or a light, a pole light at night on a street. This is out in the country or else over the ocean, and these orbs are appearing, and they're able to zoom in on them. And I'm so glad he has good camera equipment. This is the type of stuff that makes you go, right? This to me is just so worth investigating. Now, one of the interesting descriptions, I personally have not found any video yet that has a clear depiction of this, but there are several different groups of researchers and authors, etc., who are saying that sometimes when these orbs do show up and are close, that a being will come out of the orb. Now, I've not seen that on video. That to me is electrifying. If that can get captured on video, and I hope CGI doesn't mess it up, but when the real thing happens in front of your eyes, then you'll know it's not going to be faked with a computer. But I suppose that's the only way you really can know, right? And so here we are, we're all looking for UFOs. On the other hand, it's a pretty scary prospect. This is great. I want to thank Custodial File for sharing this video. Thank you. This is good stuff. In my opinion, this is good stuff. Now, I'm still looking. But I mean, you have the Tedescos, and now you have this gentleman, Custodial Files, and you have Chris Bledsoe's materials. And Diane Pasulka has commented on this. And she says, actually, some of the descriptions in the Old Testament from the ancient Hebrew has been mistranslated as clouds. The Hebrew word for cloud could mean orbs. And so we have that interesting ancient literature sample there. That is a potential fruitful investigation. And I will carry that out as I have time. But so this is coming from multiple sources, which from a scientific point of view, that's what we're looking for. The descriptions are very similar. Now, some of the polyhedra within the orbs have been described differently, and we actually saw on the Tedescos that actually ended up being very square. That orb, it looked square. This one didn't look square. This one was round with a really interesting fuzzy outer edge, but it looked like there were circular figures. Let me go back to this. It looked like there were circles in this orb, and I thought that was quite interesting to see. Let's see if I can.
This is a giant orange ball.
I'm going to turn down his sound and let's just look at this for a minute. See, there is something inside that orb, and it kind of looks circular to me. So that's interesting. But notice how this thing is flashing also. It's kind of growing in size a little bit, and then it goes back down. And the luminosity of it grows and then wanes, waxes and wanes. And I think that's him kind of sharing the zoom there. I don't think that's the orb moving. But notice there, right there, that was pretty clear, that circle thing in the middle of this orb. It's a geometric shape. Some have described those as squares. Some of them have been triangles, etc. This particular one is circular, but it appears to me that there is something in. There's a real good view of the circle within it. And that's just so interesting to me. Fun stuff. So we're getting, and I get it. It can't happen too fast. We want it all. We want all the answers right now. That's not how it's happening. This is slow disclosure. 2025, from what several sources I'm in touch with and able to look into on the YouTube, etc., is supposed to be a whiz bang year. So we'll see for that too. We're going to keep sharp on it and so on and so forth. Now that the FAA has banned all of the drone activity in several places around New Jersey and New York and all, it's kind of quieted down a little bit, but the drones are still, the UAPs, we'll see if they're still inhabiting the skies all over the place. So fun stuff to look forward to. I had to share this. This is so good, it's worth sharing. So thanks for watching the Backyard Professor Responds videos. Going to make a short one this time. I'm going to do some more long ones here in just a little while. I've got to go do some shopping. It's almost Christmas. I got to get my Christmas. I've got all my Christmas shopping done here. My trick is I have to translate it now into the real world. Boy, I got to hustle. I've been having too much fun making videos and looking up the UAP materials. So anyway, I will be back tomorrow night. I am going to do my live at 6 o'clock. And I hope to see y'all there. In the meantime, remember, get your shopping done. Have a good time. Make friends. Be well. Do good. And keep on smiling. A lot more coming down the pipeline. Catch up to you soon.